Hi folks, welcome back. Thank you for watching. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't done so yet. That would be awesome. Today guys, this will hopefully be the shortest video I have ever made. You'll be very happy to hear. And I'm going to take a very quick look at 4 guitar cables. Now here I have 2 very cheap, inexpensive cables, and these are 2 premium cables. One is a Monster, the other is a Mogami. So I'm going to take my 335 style guitar and plug it straight into the front end of my Dr Z DB4 amplifier and see whether we can tell any differences whatsoever between these 4 cables. Are the premium cables worth it? Is there a difference between the 2 premium cables I have here? Are they noticeably better than the cheap ones? All of that. So I'm just going to play a couple of chords through each cable and see what the differences are, if indeed there are any at all. So without further ado guys, let's get going. So there we are guys. Is there a difference between 4 identical lengths of guitar cable? Yeah, absolutely, really big differences. To me, the Mogami sounded the best. It had the most clarity and the most definition. I was really surprised actually at how dull the Monster cable sounded. I actually preferred the tone of one of the cheaper cables to the Monster, which I really wasn't expecting. But bear in mind that the cable you use and how the cable affects your sound does play a really big part on your overall guitar sound. And I know that sounds a bit daft, but bear in mind that back in the day, vintage guitars, which nowadays typically sound quite bright, would have been run down 100 foot or more of really cheap nasty guitar cable, and that would have rolled all the high end off. So the reason why those vintage guitars didn't sound overly bright back in the day, but they do now, is that nowadays we tend to be using much better cable, and that really bad cable from the 60s and 70s was actually a really big part of the overall sound. So it really does depend on what you actually want to get out of your cable. Do you just want a workhorse cable? Do you want something with absolute pristine definition? Or do you want that high-end roll-off for the extra capacitance in the cable? So let me know in the comments guys which you preferred. I'm going to sign off now and not take up any more of your time with a really nerdy cork sniffing video. So thank you guys, please do carry on subscribing to the channel, that really does help, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.